Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to this weekly reading. Welcome to August, still in the Leo season. Just welcoming you with this weekly reading. We're going to start off with oracle cards. Gemini can be your sun, your moon, your rising. Maybe it is your Venus or your Mars placement. Wherever you have Gemini in your chart, you are welcome to be here. All of the cards that I'm using in this reading are going to be listed in the description box below if you're interested. Let's jump in. Hopefully you have some situation on your mind. That is what we're going to be dealing with in this reading. A situation that Gemini is thinking about or up against or facing in some way. And we have exercise your vibes. Do you need to move your body? Do you need to get up and go for a walk? Do you need to lift weights? Do you need to do push-ups? Maybe some squats? Do you need to just walk around a lake? Exercise your vibes. That is how you're going to elevate your vibrations, is by moving your body. So exercise your vibes. This is card number 38. And what else can we give Gemini? Just one more, please. Exercise your vibes and mentors and role models. Card number 18. Mentors and role models. Do you have any of those? Gemini, do you have people that you look up to, that you are very proud to have in your life, that you wouldn't be who you are if you didn't have them? Could be parents, siblings, strangers, people in your church, in your neighborhood. It could be older people, maybe it's younger people, but they're mentors and they're role models, and they don't give you answers, they don't tell you what to do, but they listen and they provide guidance. And then it's always up to you what you do with that information. Back to your situation, we're going to jump right in and we're going to look first for the possible outcome of the situation. What is the possible outcome for the situation for the sign of Gemini? Star energy. This is Aquarius energy, your air cousin. But the possible outcome of the situation on your mind, Gemini, is healing and hope. And your star is rising. Maybe you're being discovered. Maybe you are out there and your name is becoming famous. Star energy is really positive. It's very celestial, heavenly, as well as earthbound, very grounded and steady. When will this situation resolve itself? When will that happen for the sign of Gemini? We have the Seven of Swords. Very sneaky, very hidden information, very much about people not telling the truth. Some lies, some deceit, some betrayal. But in a very practical sense, swords indicate weeks. So this could be 7 weeks from now. If that's, it's just a little bit shy of 2 months. If you're looking at a time frame, this situation can find resolution within less than 2 months. But this can also have something to do with, this will resolve when the truth comes out, when there's not sneaky behavior, when there's not hidden information. It's when everything is revealed or the light is turned on. Look at that. The light is turned on. That is very cool. Mentors, and maybe somebody that gives you advice, helps you to see that there's been some deceit and some lies and some cheating. How can Gemini support the most positive outcome? 10 of Cups. By believing in the highest, best good. 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. It's every cup, your emotions, your heart, your heart overflowing, brimming with positive, love, light, energy. 10 of Cups. How can Gemini trust that this is all unfolding for the best? Mother of Cups. Queen of Cups. You can trust that this is all unfolding for the best when you feel this beautiful feminine energy, whether you're male or female, of I love and I give selflessly. I pour into the cups of others, and I genuinely want the best for them. And I don't expect anything in return, because this mother energy is always the one that does for her young. But it doesn't mean you're getting taken advantage of. It just means that you are willing to give, the shirt off your back for the highest good of all concerned. You are really trusting your gut, your emotions, your heart. You feel that you can trust the way that you feel about things. You're intuitive, you're psychic, you're very emotionally adept. You can figure things out just by studying and reading the room. You're going to know and trust that the situation's got, some headway, because you're going to feel this way. You're going to trust your feelings. And I know you're an air sign, but you're going to trust your feelings. We're going to grab this second deck and do another layer here. Let's go and clarify all these cards for the sign of Gemini. And the outcome of the situation being the Star. Why is the Star here? Knight of Pentacles. Because you're waiting for that healing and that hope and that outcome to be positive, but you're not moving fast. You're taking your time, because you're all about the investment and knowing that your seed is going to get planted and the outcome is going to happen and it's going to be positive. So you are willing to put in your time and your effort and your money, your wealth and your health. You're going to do what you need to do because you're playing the long game. You're not trying to get something satisfied overnight. You're playing the long game. When will the situation resolve itself? Could possibly be 7 weeks, or it could be when the truth comes out. That's when the situation could be resolved. Clarify 7 of Swords. The World. Yep. When that situation is over, as far as the untruths and the mistruths and the shady behavior, that's over. The World is the perfect example of the cycle has ended. When this lie, cheat, steal cycle is over and the new cycle begins, that's when you're going to know the situation has resolved itself. Clarify the 10 of Cups for how Gemini can support the most positive outcome. 4 of Cups. You're going to evaluate and reevaluate those cups. You're going to look in each one of them and you're going to make sure they really are what they say they are. That person that's coming in that maybe is helping, maybe they're a mentor or a role model, you're going to evaluate them. Look at this person. They're like, are you sure? I don't believe you. I've been lied to before. I've been cheated on. I've been stolen from. I've had the wool pulled over my eyes one too many times. But that cycle's over, and I am now open to the truth. And I'm open to happiness, but I am going to reevaluate some things. So that's how you're going to be able to support the most positive outcome. And let's go over to how can you trust that this is all unfolding for the best. Gemini, how can you trust this is all unfolding for the best? Mother of Cups, 5 of Cups. You're going to be able to trust that it's unfolding for the best when you feel this loving, protective, psychic, intuitive, protective energy and keeping your realistic expectations in check. Knowing that people are going to disappoint us. People are going to let us down. People are going to spill the cups and ruin the opportunity. Even if 3 cups have spilled, you still have 2 full cups. So not letting the past dictate the future. Understanding that you are this beautiful mother of cups and you're not going to let the past dictate the future. Let's grab one more deck here and do a final layer for Gemini. For the sign of Gemini, please. One last layer. Gemini. What can we share? Did I just flip something? Yep, I did. That is Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning for you, Gemini. Oops. And we have the World again and 3 of Pentacles. Gemini, you are definitely on a fresh, clean slate. You are looking at this situation with, I see it for what it is, but I'm also choosing to begin a new, passionate beginning. I'm willing to start over and start fresh, but I want to do it when I feel my passion and my energy is renewed. I'm not just going to go jumping into the same old energy. I want new, fresh energy, Ace of Wands. You also understand that you have successfully completed an old cycle and that it's time for a brand new beginning, a new world to show itself to you. When that happens, there's going to be a necessity for you to buckle down, for you to get into that earth energy, to ground, to be solid, to be structured, to be stable, and build and grow with others. It's not a solo journey. You're going to have to be in a team and a team player. Whether this is at work or in a new relationship, I think you're ready for all of that. Gemini, this is your reading. Spicy Sunflower Tarot can be found on TikTok and on YouTube. Your likes and your follows, subscribes and shares, they're always welcome. Thank you so much. Be blessed, be well, and we'll see you next week.